Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's early Tuesday morning, and I wanted to jump on and just talk to the family just for a few minutes. I won't be here long. Yesterday after work was kind of hanging out, and earlier that day started getting text messages about this subject at hand that I'm sure many of you are aware of, and that is this possible fuel crisis that we're faced with. It stated that the Colonial pipeline had a cyber attack occur. I think it happened sometime last Friday, but of course, many of us are just starting to hear about it. It stated that this particular pipeline is a major pipeline that provides fuel to over 5,500 miles of pipeline spanning from Texas to the northern East Coast. So that's a lot, family, a lot. They identified this attack as a cyber attack. Basically, someone attempting to disable the computer systems, per se, for the company. So, just so you know, cyber criminals, they can use different methods to actually attack from a cyber perspective. They can use phishing, malware, ransomware, etc. So it appears that is what has been identified as the type of attack that has occurred. But anyway, it looks as though the security system for the Colonial pipeline detected it, and it was decided to halt operations until they could get everything under control. Halt operations. Let's think about that for a minute. That means the fuel that was being provided through that 5,500 miles of pipeline across the country from Texas to the East Coast is being halted. So what does that mean for us, the consumer? Well, of course, the obvious is higher gas prices. So when myself and my friends, we started seeing all of this information crop up yesterday, first thing is, our first instinct, go get gas. Because, that's the obvious first thing that people start to panic about when you're talking fuel of sort. Go get gas. So, went to get gas. My car wasn't on empty. It was almost full, but in that panic mode, want to make sure I top it off and be ready. So while heading to get the gas, of course, it was noticed that many of the gas stations had already started putting the little yellow bags on the pumps, shutting them down. Mr. Ralph, he was with me as well, and he even got a message that there had been an imposed shortage in his city. So they automatically just pushed it out there and said, hey, we're imposing a fuel shortage. So yes, we had many of the fuel stations starting to put those yellow bags on the pumps, and with just only a few of the gas stations being open and allowing people to gas up, of course, those particular stations had lines and lines of people trying to get gas. I was one of them. So I started sending a message to all of my family and friends saying, hey, look, I know that you probably have seen the news. Make sure you get your gas and try not to drive anywhere once you fill up, because we don't know how long this situation is going to last. But I can tell you that the temperature of the people is changing. People are becoming more frustrated because every time you turn around, it's something. You know, we've got the health situation that's still going on. And every month or every other month, there's something cropping up that puts people in some type of panic mode or situation. And people are just really becoming more and more frustrated. I've gotten responses that stated, you know, from, oh my God, I'm sick of this, to this is just straight up pathetic, just tired of it. And I agree. We're so tired. We're so tired because it seems as though we're fighting at every turn. So let's think about really this halting of the operations for this fuel pipeline. What is that going to do? What is going to be the impact for us? Well, again, of course, the obvious: gas pumps shutting down. Those that are open, the prices are going to be so high. I mean, the gas I got yesterday was almost $4 a gallon. That's outrageous. And it will more than likely go even higher. So just keep that in mind. The other is a slowing down of goods being delivered to businesses, grocery stores, the works. That's going to slow down. So that means higher prices there. Some shelves are starting to, will begin to look very slim. You'll start to see probably situations like we saw when the health thing first hit. People going out, nabbing up toilet tissue, bread, milk. I mean, just craziness. So, again, pretty much everything. Everything that depends on fuel delivery will be impacted, including your airlines, all of that. So really think about it. And start also thinking about, okay, so here's where we are. What do we do? So we have got to do better at preparing, putting ourselves in a position to be able to survive whatever, because we see now that more and more things are again starting to crop up. It's always something. So we have to prepare. We've got to, first of all, now with this, if you can't, go out, get some gas, fill up your vehicles. If you've got gas cans, fill those up. That's first. Then you really need to think about this whole push that myself and others in the community have been stressing for a long time. Grow your own food, as much of it as possible. There's no excuse to not grow your own food. I don't care if you live in an apartment, whatever the case may, in a dorm, you can grow your own food. All you need is a little bit of soil and a pot, and put a seed in it or a plant in it and go from there. Grow your own food, family. Grow your own food. Okay? We should have been doing this for a long time now. We've had too many messages being given to us to start growing our own food. And in addition to that, your water supply. There's so many sites out there that talk about how to purify your water. We got to get busy. Let's get busy. Become more proactive with being prepared, because this is yet another and not the last. We all know it. Some of us are in serious denial about things. This is yet another, but not the last. So let's think about our family and our friends and prepare. I did a video about a few weeks ago showing my garden, telling you that I intend to put food in every inch of that garden, and I've been doing it. Every inch of it. So let's get busy. So for the future, what do? We just talked about it. There's always going to be something. So let's stay prepared and be proactive. We have to stop just sitting and waiting for the next thing to occur. That's not the way we need to live, family. Not the way we need to live. And there's so much we can do to try to keep this stress of everything that's happening off of us, because we already are stressed out with working every day. And most of us are on jobs that we work so hard, many, many hours. And I've talked to many friends about how much they're working now. It's like your days are just running together because you just nothing but work. Okay? So we've got to find ways to decompress and distress ourselves. And it's just not work that's stressing us out. It's everything that's going on in this world. You know, you look at this plane that we live on. We were given this opportunity to be here and was awarded everything that's within it to be able to survive and live. And it should be the ability to live freely, stress-free, not have to worry about food, shelter, clothing, water. We shouldn't have to be worrying about having the funds to support those basic needs. We control everything here. There's no need for us to have to stress over these basic needs. But we do. We do. And it's all because of how everything is set up, how the system is ran. You know, it's just very sad. It's very sad. You know, we ride around or walk around and see people homeless, living under trees, that folks calling it tent city and all that. Folks are just building what they can as shelter because they don't have the means to live in what we would call a structured situation, a home, apartment, whatever. And there's no need for it. So I don't know. I'm hoping that at some point in time, things will change. But anyway, family, just really quick. It's very, very early this morning. It's about 5 a.m. And I wanted to get up and make this video before I log in for work. But think about that. It's always going to be something. Always believe that it is going to be something, always. But we have to stay prepared. Let's stop putting our heads in the sand like an ostrich and just face the reality of it. Many of us do that because we just don't want to face it, and we want to think that people are, you know, conspiracy theorists or whatever you want to call them. But some things are just reality. We see it around us. It's right in our faces. We just have to acknowledge and admit it is what it is that we're seeing. So be prepared. Prepare yourselves for whatever else might be coming, because it's always going to be something. Okay? Love your family. Stay safe. Be smart. Look out for your family. Get close to your family. Those of you who have elderly parents, be there for your parents. Be there because they need you. You know, they need you. They took care of you when you couldn't do nothing for yourself. Now it's your turn. Be there for your parents. Be there for your family. Be there. Just a closeness is what we need. We need to get close. That's how we're going to survive. All right? Love y'all. Appreciate you stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I am Sandy7. The channel is AN-T-NEES, and my journey with AN-T-NEES is the Honky Tonk Chronicles. Thank you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.